Hit the button, Elizabeth.
I pushed the button.
Super duper proud of you.
It doesn't usually work that well when I hit the button. It doesn't work. Like when we're trying to end it.
It's because you need to be more aggressive. You need to punch it.
Be aggressive. Punch it.
I mean, why not? It's an iPhone.
Oh, I mean, it can take it.
Prove it.
Okay, later. Yes. I can't do it when we're on the live because
I win.
people will be upset.
No, they won't. People would love it.
And but we might lose the broadcast.
That's what you're trying to do, is turn it off.
Oh, I see. You want me to punch it to turn it off later. Uh-oh.
Vincent, you failed.
Uh-oh.
It's Vinny's fault.
How's it my fault?
I don't know.
You didn't do it.
I thought that's your job.
No.
It's my job? I mean, it was my job until Phil made this my job of holding the damn... Look at this. I can't
Why
do it
can't
right.
you do both?
Yeah. See,
Thought you were a strong and independent woman. Yeah.
Stop it.
besides, Phil told you that's your job. You never told me that's my job.
Why do I gotta
But you
tell
should know.
Because that
because
used to
you
be
got to
your
read
job.
her mind.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. It's fine.
It's fine.
No, I don't like it.
It's fine.
Fine.
Hi, Gordon. Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not fine.
It's fine.
Freaking elbow is sore.
Do whatever you want.
Yo.
That's my secret.
Yeah.
Everything, I just roll with it. Just do what you
Gordon.
want. Okay.
Good morning.
What do you want to eat for breakfast? I don't care.
I don't care.
What the hell are we talking about?
Passive aggressive statements.
Oh. Why don't this be aggressive?
How
Because
about,
that's
how about
how you-
assertive?
Or shut the front door.
I was learning about assertive communication this morning.
Oh, God, that was a...
We'll see how it goes. I'll have to try it
I'm
out.
surprised you threw the e-brake on that. Gordon. That was impressive.
That was difficult for me.
What did you say earlier that was like, what?
Throw shade.
Throw some shade. I'll throw shade.
I'm so cool.
How do you throw shade? It's like, wait, what is shade?
Where were you yesterday?
But that's not shade. That's a shadow.
That's the same thing.
No, a
Yes.
shadow.
Oh, boy.
A shadow is from source.
Look it
lights.
up.
Shade is from the sun.
Ask Siri.
No, the shade is not from the sun.
The sun creates shade when it hits things, and the sun gets blood.
No.
That makes shade. You just created a shadow.
Define it.
A shadow is a
Ask Google.
Hey,
blocking
Google.
of any light source.
Great.
What is the difference between shade and shadow?
I'm here to cause chaos.
Shade is referred to any dark area in which sunlight or other bright light is blocked. Shadow refers to the dark shade that appears on a surface when an object blocks sunlight or other light.
I had to include the
Other light.
I had to
Shade
include
is
that.
the base word of shadow.
Yeah,
They're
it's
basically the same thing.
It's the same. I threw
different.
shade at you, Vincent,
Don't
and
throw
I was
shade.
right.
Yeah. You need to throw shade
I'm
at
gonna
you.
touch your butt.
All right.
I touched your butt.
I already knew I was wrong. I just like causing chaos.
He just wanted me to touch his butt.
True. That's more like it. Touch the butt.
He got the thumbs up!
I did the thing.
I love Finding Nemo.
Okay, now I got to see if that actually works. I got to try that again.
You can't do it like when it like
I
when you
know.
want it to.
I did it.
Only,
It did the thing.
It only works when you're not trying.
I swear I'm not trying.
That's working!
Figured it out. I am
Good
easily
job,
amused.
Vincent.
Oh my gosh.
What do we...
Did we say hi to Gordon? Hi,
Yes,
Gordon.
I did.
Oh, hi, Gordon.
Well, he deserves an extra hi
Yeah,
for listening to our
if he's been
shenanigans.
hanging out this long. He,
Look,
he might have turned this off 5 minutes ago.
We lost viewers.
Yes, I believe it.
I mean, that'll happen.
What did you label this again? I forgot.
I don't know. Do you train medical?
Yeah,
Do
medical.
you train medical?
Something along them lines.
Yeah.
Or
Do you?
what level of medical should you train?
Oh, that's
'Cause there's a lot of
that's an
levels.
interesting conundrum for sure.
What level should you train?
Yeah. What level should you? And I like to give the caveat that it has nothing to do with carrying a gun. I think it's just another self-reliance item that generally goes hand in hand with being a self-defender kind of person too. So
Self-responder, self-defender,
Self-responder,
whatever
yeah.
you want to, however you want to think about it.
yeah, you're
A
taking your
responsible adult.
yeah. There you go, a responsible adult.
I tell students every time, you're more likely to need medical gear, medical training than you ever are to need a gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my
That's the reality.
favorite lines that you used back in the Lady Sentinel drama kit building class was, "What was the most dangerous thing that you did today?" And you know everybody's going to be shooting guns in an hour, and you know everybody's like, "Well, shooting a gun or holstering their gun or you know whatever," and it is.
It's the second dangerous thing. Can be. The
What's-
first dangerous is you driving home after class.
Yeah.
It's the most dangerous thing you do every day.
Yep.
Drive your car.
There was a bad accident this morning. I just drove past on 141.
And
So you didn't help?
There was like 4 cops there already.
So you didn't help?
Nope.
You just watched them make it worse?
Yep, and I did the
The South County way?
So yeah, I think that it's important to be a self-responder in many ways other than just carrying a gun.
panic.
What gun you
Shush, shush,
carry?
How about it?
Nah, here's a box fan. Distracted.
What? I mean, I could use
Don't
that.
get distracted.
Yeah.
So what level, right? Like any level. I say, you know, having an understanding of basic first aid is absolutely important.
Yep.
What do you define as
broken
first
limbs
aid?
look like.
First aid is band-aids and
One of the coppers.
splinting an arm.
I'll be back.
Bye.
Like that's where I see for general first aid is putting on band-aids,
boo-boos
wrapping up boo-boos, putting on a splint because my arm hurts.
Just walk it off.
The normal everyday I tripped and I scraped my knee.
Yeah.
Like that's band-aids, boo-boos, just general first aid. A step up from that, I would consider CPR and understanding what shock is and all that type
Yeah,
of
and
stuff.
the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah,
And I
that
mean,
type of stuff.
those are
That's
basic.
I
things.
think that's one step above the
Yeah.
basics.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think that's one step up because that takes some training to know how to do.
Yep.
You can watch a video to understand how to put a band-aid on.
Or one of those ace bandages or something, you know.
Like just putting on a piece of fabric on a cut. It's not
Watch a
super
watch a
complicated.
YouTube video.
That one's not super complicated.
You
but
know-
when you get to the Heimlich maneuver and CPR and that type of stuff, that's another step up, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, you know, it's silly that we're talking about watching a video to put on a Band-Aid or learning how to put on a Band-Aid. But he showed me this technique with a Band-Aid, like cutting into the sticky parts, like to where there's like 2 little pieces of it. So when you wrap it around your finger, it actually stays in place. It was a game changer. I just gotta say, you can learn something all the
Gordon.
time. I died once, my mom.
Told me to walk it off. I died once. Mom told me to walk it off.
That's
There
what
was
my
something
mom would
else
say
before
too.
that.
Vinny, you're the best sport letting people put tourniquets on you
Yeah.
repeatedly. Yeah, you are.
I do that in my CCW class now. I don't know if I told you guys.
What?
that. In my CCW class, at the end of the class, because I always go into the medical stuff at the very end of the class, and I ask people prior to going into that, who's ever heard or used a tourniquet before, and 80 to 90% of the class has never even touched one before. They might have heard of it, but they've never touched one before, and I give them the free rein. I'm like, hey, if you want to actually put one on me, I'll let you.
That's cool.
Very rarely does anyone. I usually get like one person out of 25 people that will actually do it.
Yeah,
they
because
don't want to.
they're like, well, that's really
That's
simple. I
easy.
know how to use that. And so then when it's like, well, okay, try it out
Try
real
it.
quick, and they're like,
One.
Panic. I know nothing.
yeah. So, and it seems like a very simple tool, and it is simple, but if you
gotta
don't know
learn how to use it.
the basics of it, then you will absolutely do it wrong. And so,
Everything's simple.
absolutely.
When you know it.
Exactly.
It's true.
But it seems like a simple tool. Like
Yeah.
it really does. And the understanding of how a tourniquet works. Like
No.
you have an improvised tourniquet put on your arm whenever you draw blood or things like
and
that.
I know where the
Hi, Mom.
misconception comes from. Where everyone's always seen them used before. That's where the misconception comes from.
Yeah, the belt. For
Taking
sure.
off your pants. I mean,
Jackpot.
yeah. Put this on my arm and cut off blood flow.
We'll do it.
Let's do it. Go for it. Oh, you're gonna put on the video.
Right now. All the way up. Let's get a good belt to remove my pulse. Just kidding. Here.
That's as tight as that one will
Oh,
go.
go.
It won't even go any smaller.
Yeah. Try to flex
there we
it a bit.
But
Oh, that's
Ow,
you're gonna
that
pinch.
it's gonna pinch the shit out of you.
Jesus, that pinches.
It's okay, like.
But I can't lock it down.
And you couldn't even put it like you couldn't even use a windlass really
No.
with that either because
No,
it's so
it's
rigid.
Belts just suck.
Yes.
Belts suck.
They're
Are there some belts
Dumb.
that are marginally okay in certain applications? Sure, I could go find a belt at a store somewhere that I could maybe get an okay tourniquet out of. That's better than nothing.
Oh, I thought that was
But
nice.
generally, belts are just not good.
No.
They're just not.
There are ways you can make improvised tourniquets
Yes.
and such.
There
but
is ways with certain belts.
In,
And I think
in
that's
the
helpful to
movies,
know.
everybody pulls off their belt and just
Whip.
wraps over. Or they do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like cut a
They
sleeve
just-
off or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
For them
this.
to
Put your
wrap.
arm up.
Tie it up in a bow. I'm saved.
I saved your life, Vincent.
Thank you.
Lewis, I told him about your disappointment with him leaving his staccato at
Oh
work
my god. One day.
one day.
It's my day off.
Man, I did that so fast my hat flew off.
Oh my
But I
goodness.
saved your life.
Oh wow.
I can't feel my
Good
hands.
job.
It's cutting off the circulation.
So okay, so
That's not actually
what
true.
are we
Not true.
What are we really saying here? Are there improvised tourniquets that will work in
pinch.
a case where you don't have that on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. But do you know how like the understanding of how a tourniquet works and like how it blocks off blood flow so that way you could
Blood flow. What's the blood flow?
could you take that same concept when you practice with an actual tourniquet and then apply it to something else? You know, like a you guys are goofballs today.
It's one of them days. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, okay, get it.
I
There it
would
is, Lou. You feel better, Lou? It's on me now. It makes you feel better. So upset.
he did that for you.
I did that. I had to raise my pelvis.
Do you have your tourniquet in there? No.
No, that's my other holster.
That's-
That's
so-
my other one.
Okay, so a tourniquet. It's fairly inexpensive. However, don't buy the cheapest one on Amazon. Get one from a reputable company like North American Rescue.
Or us.
Drawing a blank on. I mean, yes, but we sell.
We sell, there
sell
are
more.
companies that sell tourniquets that look like North American Rescue tourniquets that are not. So buy a reputable brand from a reputable company.
Yes, absolutely. And take it out of its plastic.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't.
Where'd he go?
The noise of the sound effects was great. Oh,
I heard the wind.
This is how you buy said tourniquet. Take it out of the plastic. Take the instructions out. I was going to say throw them away, but the responsible thing for me to say would be read the instructions.
not necessary. Just
Stage your tourniquet. Put it.
what does that mean?
Get it ready to use.
Yes.
These are pre-staged somewhat. We did learn a new way of staging a tourniquet that I really like.
I did
Should I go
too.
get mine?
Yeah. Go.
Did you guys see it?
Yes.
My beard blew in the wind. My beard went sideways.
Okay, so let's back up a minute here. I'm
sorry, Lou.
So we're talking about trauma gear. So we talked about first aid, so like Band-Aids, Neosporin, burn gel, that sort of stuff. Ace bandages and all that. And we talked about a step up from that, CPR training,
Heimlich stuff.
Heimlich stuff, someone going in a shock, those sorts of things. And then we get into the trauma stuff. So tourniquets, if you didn't know, are a way to basically close off arteries or veins to stop blood flow, massive blood flow. And it's not going to solve the problem. It's going to buy you time for first responders to get there and take over. So these are huge, because if you are losing enough blood, or someone you love, or whoever is losing enough blood to where this becomes a reality, you wish you had this if you didn't. And that buys you precious moments to wait for first responders to get there. So these are important. And there's other items to consider within like a basic trauma kit as well, like chest seals and compressed gauze and things like that for wound packing. But tourniquets are definitely a big one. And they're small enough that you can, I mean, I keep my stuff in my purse. I always have a tourniquet with me. If I can keep a full, not a full, but a fairly small trauma kit, it's like yay big, about the size of my head. But if,
Americans, we measure anything but actual units of measurement.
yes.
It's about the size of my head.
Yeah, so anyway, but I always have this on me. This is one of the reasons why I couldn't off-body carry in one of those little bags, because I could not put one of these in there, and
In a fanny pack.
yes, I couldn't do it. So
Staging tourniquet.
So why do we need to stage a tourniquet?
So that it's easy to use. So that's what I was gonna explain first. Is staging just means setting it up so it's easy to get to and to use. All right. This was kind of an interesting thing they showed us when we went down to Strategos. Was to take the North American Rescue puts a little tab here on the end of the tourniquet to make it easier to get off. This is more rigid, so it's easier to open, to pull off the Velcro. However, they showed us a way of making a little handle. It's really hard to do on this screen right now to show well, but you put this over the little tri-glide, you create yourself a little handle here. We fold this up so that we could easily store it in a pouch. Boop, boop, right in the pouch.
It's the sound it makes.
It does. It goes boop. And then when you open this up, everything opens up nice and easy. Nothing's stuck together except for this little piece, which creates a little handle. So that when you slide this on, you have this to pull and pull it down nice and tight. I almost punch you in the mouth.
You got so close to
He
decking
felt
me in
a
the
wind in
face.
his
That would have been awesome.
Oh, it's so
You punched
funny.
Vinny in the
Literally
face.
just whack. It just punched me right in the jaw.
But it's really kind of cool, especially for self-application. It makes it way easier. Oh man, way easier to put that on nice and tight, and then start cranking it down.
Especially, if you consider what these are for, it's for your limbs. So if one of your arms are injured, you're not going to be able to use both of your hands. So to be able to stage your tourniquet in a way, that's why the plastic is bad.
Yes.
You're not going to
Get
be able to get this thing out of the plastic if you
off
got,
of there.
if your hands are.
Anyways, my name.
We knew that was going to come up.
My name is.
Yeah.
These are tourniquets. Tourniquets are nice.
Nick,
What happened?
Does that come with every 320?
Oh my goodness! All the 320 shenanigans.
All the jokes.
Continues.
Anyway, but staging it, understanding how to
Maybe
use
they
it with
should
one hand,
be the
yeah,
new
for
tack
sure.
pack.
It's important. So now get yourself multiple tourniquets. Keep them in different places. I know. And that's what is so funny.
I'm just envisioning. Sorry,
It's like a
I literally
tourniquet in every
envisioned
pocket.
the opening the P320 box and seeing the spot for the extra magazine and the cat tourniquet.
Can't. Oh, I can't breathe.
It ends today.
It ends today.
It ends today.
Yes.
But it ends today. Anyway.
The internet.
But get one of these to practice with. You can buy one of the cheap ones to practice with,
Yes.
but don't practice with the ones that you're going to keep in your kit. That's not good.
This, so if you look at this, it's a little hard to see. Here, let me see that real quick. But this is gray. This is a newer style. This is white. This is an older tourniquet. Mine's also got fake blood and stuff on it. This is a practice one. This is what we use to practice with. The ones that I carry in my trauma kit, I'm not doing that. I'm not practicing with them. I'll stage them, but I'm not
them.
using them.
So what are the appropriate types of tourniquets to consider? Like there's different variations of
the
tourniquets.
gold standard is a freaking cat.
Yeah,
Cat
so
Gen
I'd
standard.
say two
Gen-
big ones are the cats. I think they're Gen 7s or something
Yeah.
now.
Whatever the newest one is.
Yeah.
Soft tees. Right?
And the soft T
Yep.
tourniquets.
Yeah. Those are the style, like how they work with the windlass and the tri-glide and stuff. So this is the windlass.
Yeah, this is the windlass. This little thing here. The cat tourniquets. These are made of Delrin, a type of plastic. The cheap ones that look like this are a much cheaper plastic, and when you start cranking them down, they'll break.
Yeah.
Right? Or the material inside of here, where the windlass is attached. This nylon fabric material here is inferior, and when you start this is what actually tightens it down, is this little material right here. Okay, so if you start cranking down on that and that breaks, the tourniquet does you no good. For the love of everything out there, learn how to use the freaking thing. We saw a recent video. We talked about this shortly after it
I
happened.
talk about it all the time.
Where some,
Hell.
I mean, they were cops. Let's just say it, they were cops.
LAPD.
Pretty well trained cops typically, right? Give me your arm, Vincent. First off,
Sad scene.
I'm pretty sure they undid it, the whole
they did.
thing,
I think they
and
did.
then
It was crooked. It was-
they did like this, and
They wrapped it around and then they went around again and like
tied
went
it.
through the thing. Yeah, they tied it like a bow with the Velcro.
Make sure you write the time on there.
Yes. The time I screwed this up
Tourniquet.
was 0804.
Luckily, the guy that got shot didn't need it.
He didn't really need the
Need it.
tourniquet.
Luck-
So okay,
so
so what if
this-
you put a tourniquet on somebody who doesn't really need it? Are they going to lose their
hospital
limb?
will deal with it.
Yes.
Yep.
The hospital will deal with it.
And what if one tourniquet's not solving the problem?
Use the second one.
More.
Yeah. More.
Do more better.
Do good. Stop.
Now, what's the downside of putting a tourniquet on somebody that doesn't need it?
Loss of blood flow to the limb. That
Yeah. I mean, one, they have
Painful.
to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
There is no choice.
Yeah,
they
they
have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, so
You don't take tourniquets off after being bled.
you're
After a certain amount of time.
yes.
it's it's much longer than what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's not.
10
it's not what it used
I mean,
to be.
In like
You have
7
them
to
put on
10
you in the
minutes.
CCW class.
Yeah.
Medical interventions have
A few
come
minutes
along.
on you is not a big deal, but once you get past like that 10, 12 minute mark of them being on, it's a little sketch.
The
Longer than that, it gets even sketchier.
I think the big important thing to understand here is that you've used it. You've given it to somebody else. You can't, if it's one person that got hurt and they didn't really need it, so what? What if there's multiple people and you put it on somebody that doesn't need it? Now you don't have it for the next person you come up on that does need it. So it's important to understand what real trauma looks like. During the election season, we saw a politician that put a tourniquet on somebody that got some splashback after shooting some steel plates way closer than they should have. And he had like a little boo-boo. And either A, ignorance, or B, for the cameras, or C, both, he put a tourniquet on the person to save their life. And it was absolutely no reason
Unnecessary.
for it. Absolutely not.
That can cause more harm than
Yeah. So
good, for
just
sure.
again, getting in a class to understand, is this something you can learn how to use on the internet? Absolutely. Sure. This is a very simple thing to use. You could absolutely learn how to use it on the internet, but you need to get into a class to see the real applications and get to practice it.
And learning what
You know
trauma
what,
looks
lady?
like.
Yeah, that's huge.
Especially when you have to call 911 to tell them what happened, and you say, I was in a car wreck and my passenger is bleeding.
I mean, it's
That doesn't tell much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different types of bleeding. If you get on the phone and you say, my passenger has a right leg arterial bleed, that's
Right
an
red
entirely different thing than they're bleeding. Like, it doesn't tell them much. And most calls that go into 911 go through a priority list. So if you say, my foot hurts, you're not going to be high on the priority. They're not going to be running code like the siren's over to you.
I think an aspect of understanding what trauma looks like too is understanding your reaction to trauma.
Yeah.
Because
Knowing if you're in trouble or not.
I mean, when we see it in the teacher's trauma class, which we need to look into that this summer. So Rob Morton, if you've never met him before, he comes in and does our tactical triage classes, our medical training. We team up with him and put on a free version of that for teachers every summer. And there's a part of it where they come in and they have to kind of triage the situation, and everybody's kind of laying around with blood on them and things like that. So they walk into a dark room, flip on the lights, and they look around, and it's like you can see the
oh shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just kind of like freeze. Like they don't really know what to do. And some of that is understanding what trauma looks like. The other one is just like, where do I start? And seeing that amount of blood or whatever can definitely cause some issues. So it's quite interesting to see the freeze. It's not the freeze effect, the decision making process, but it's not what you think it is. So, and it's not like the movies at all, not even close.
No.
So
That's because movies are fake.
what?
Most people don't know that. They're fake. They're there for entertainment.
Oh my gosh,
Fake
that's
news.
crazy. You mean John Wick's not real?
No, the noise. Now the internet knows. How they know the noise. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, boy.
I don't. Not
If I wasn't
physically.
closing my
He has a
eyes,
phone and it's clicking a button and that's making the noise.
I'll have to watch
it's not
that
possible.
later. I closed my eyes and he did it, so I didn't get the full effect.
It's not real.
I flinched.
But no, I'm bothered. Distracting myself with a box of ammo now.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, so we got
Sideways.
some. Lady Sentinels get to practice using tourniquets. Your face.
Your face screwed me up.
Rob is donating his time, and he's going to come in and spend a couple hours with us, showing us how to put on tourniquets and a little bit about improvised tourniquets too, which is super awesome. I'm excited. So yeah, we got that coming up, and then we have a TAC triage class coming up as well. Hold on, I wrote these dates down. TAC triage is May 18th at 1 o'clock. If you've not
Super valuable class.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And it's not just tourniquet application and that. There's chest seals and wound packing and actually seeing pictures of what trauma looks like and him giving you his immense amount of knowledge. He loves teaching people about medical stuff and trauma, and you can tell he can hardly contain himself. It's awesome.
Gordon, it's not possible. It's not real. It's not real.
Phil needs to teach how to make that noise.
It's not real. It's not a real noise.
He's tried.
It's a figment of our imagination.
I
Bothered.
Sorry, distractions.
Good job.
Tech
else-
triage. Take
Yeah.
the class.
Yes.
You need the class.
Yeah.
You
Great
need the
class.
class. You are much more likely to come up on a car accident where you can be helpful. Natural disasters, all the tornado stuff that we've had recently. Just to have that initial inoculation. If you think of how nervous you were the first time you came to the range and you were shooting, and now the noises don't bother you and the recoil doesn't bother you, that's inoculation. That's getting used to the thing that you're about to do. The trauma class is inoculation to that world of trauma, of disgusting, nasty things that you can help. It's not to turn you into a surgeon. It's not to have you set in bones or anything like that. It's to
Buy people time.
yeah, give yourself or somebody else the ability to get to the next level of care, or that next level of care to get to them, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
You need to take trauma class. Go ahead.
Agreed. GOP.
GOP. Gravy over pancakes.
Gravy over pancakes.
That's what is
just-
GOP? I mean, it's just big picture.
Not political, it's just
It's
pancakes.
not political. It's just pancakes. We meet up at Uncle Bill's on Manchester, straight down that way. And
gotta
we
run
just,
there.
just have breakfast with Dano's usually there, me, Vin, Liz will be there.
Maybe some
other,
employees that used to work with us. Hopefully.
yes. Billadoo's usually there. Just depends, right?
Yep.
But we go down, we all have breakfast, and you guys are welcome to come hang out with us and
Shoot the
see the shenanigans and shoot the shit while we.
but not
No shooting shit.
not the range stuff. Not shooting, actually.
Not shooting.
Uncle Bill's will never let us come back.
It's true, but no shit.
Why? What? Stop it.
Disappointed
You can't
dad.
hold it very
That's
long.
a disappointed dad look right there.
Oh yes, I can.
Oh,
So come hang out with us on whatever day she said it is. I don't remember.
the 25th,
Of July.
April. 25th.
April. April 25th.
It's a Friday morning, 8
Yeah.
a.m. Uncle Bill's on
8
Manchester.
a.m. Uncle Bill's on Manchester. Come hang out with us. Have some pancakes. If you've not had gravy over pancakes, you need to try it. It's
Yeah, try it.
delicious. It's delicious.
I'm gonna eat really good until that day, and then I'm gonna splurge.
My stomach already hurts
I
just
know.
thinking about it.
Do it anyways.
And
What else?
do we have going on?
Oh, we got the women's self-defense workshop on the 23rd.
Oh yeah, at Gracie Baja down the street. You can send us an email, training@therangescl.com. This is a women's only thing, 2 hours, $50. You get to punch me in the face for an hour, and then you get to break my arm for an hour.
Whoa! I've never.
Throw me around. It was interesting at the event we did on Saturday. You got to show a couple of the girls just launching me over your shoulder, and it was fantastic. They were like, "Whoa!" It was great. Great.
It's really funny at the self-defense workshop we've done in the past. You know, some of the ladies don't want to be thrown because you partner up with just another woman, and they're like, I don't want to, and that's fine. You don't have to. But some girls really want to throw someone, so he usually walks around, or some of the other guys will, and like, okay, here you go,
Yeah.
and then just
Throw me. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Anything else crazy and exciting?
I mean, we have guns to shoot.
We do. We have
do.
lots of
We
cool
have
stuff
guns.
in the
Yep.
store.
Come take
to
classes.
check out. Lots of awesome classes to take.
Come do private lessons. If you shoot low left.
Which is you. You shoot low left. I know you do.
Come hang out with me.
Yes. If you're wrong-handed, you shoot low right. Is that it?
That's
think
it.
so.
I think.
Probably.
Okay.
We have trauma kits
Well, I
for
mean,
sale
there's always
too.
more.
If you're looking for a good place to get, you can buy them from a lot of places. But like I said, get decent stuff because it matters. So we have some here too. So come check it out, ask questions, and look into them. That's it.
Cool.
All right.
Do
Do
you
the
have
thing.
to? You have to do the thing.
I'm waiting.
Wait, you have to punch it. We already talked about this.
That's how I hurt my wrist last time.
By
Put
punching
it
your
your other
phone.
Okay, I'll use this one.
Don't punch your phone.
All right. I guess that's all.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. If you guys need something, come see us, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri, 10 to 8, Monday to Friday. You do this way too soon. You know how long this takes.
You take forever.
No, I don't.
Go.
10 to 8, Monday through the Fridays. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1800.
Oh,
Sunday,
boy.
10 a.m. to 1800. You guys, stay safe with yourself and others. Be nice with yourself and others. And we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.
Can I do it now?
No.
You can hit the button now.
Ugh.